So I'd like to tell all you guys something. Although a lot of people might not want to believe this and might not think it's true, I actually am in fact 100% confirmed human. Now, as a human, I do have the flaws that most humans do have. Believe it or not, I make mistakes too. Like, it happens. Like, it really does. And that's what's kind of hard to deal with through all this, is that people always expect you to be perfect, and they have the most high expectations out of you, and they always think that you're some perfect motherfucker that does not know how to make a mistake. Even the people that hate me expect me to never make a mistake. Now, whenever somebody, you know, that's watched a lot by the public eye, you know, somebody with like a big following or something, and they make a mistake, you never hear someone say, oh, they just made a mistake, you know, leave him alone or something. You always hear them say, wow, he's a faggot, dude, he really is full of himself. Like, nobody ever chooses to choose the approach that maybe they just made a fucking mistake. I mean, I know from your point of view, this sounds like fucking roses and rainbows and unicorns and all that stuff, you know, from my point of view, like, oh, I have all these supporters that love me, and that is true, and you know what, I appreciate those guys more than you guys think, and you know, big supporters, I never let that go unnoticed. Please understand that. But what people always fail to understand is that I do have a lot of negative opinions too. Well, not a lot, but you know, they speak loud. They really do. So sometimes, you know, during Twitter or during something, I'll say something that I don't mean or something that I should never have said. So what I'm trying to say is I make mistakes too. Like, guys, I really do, and you know, sometimes I say things and people, you know, straight up judge me on. But like I said, there's really nothing you can do. It's the internet. People are like that. People love, you know, basically talking shit about other people, even though they know it's exaggerated. Now, like I've told you guys this in the beginning, I don't give a shit about the people that don't like me. I'm not trying to, you know, turn their heads. I'm more trying to turn the heads of the people that originally liked me, but saw me do something stupid and no longer like me because of it. Like, I never want to offend anybody. I never want people to look at me as like a bad person or anything like that, because I'm not. And you guys know that. Like, just little things like that. Like, people will be like, for example, when I smashed that ghost cop, people are like, oh, I used to love Rain, but I can see he's a show off now. Like, dude, come on, really? And I always see that random kid comment saying, oh, Rain doesn't give a shit about you, dude. Who cares if you saw them? He saw us a million more. I don't think like that, and I've said that 1,000 times. Like, I definitely care about the one, because, you know, it was 1, 2, 3. You know, I've said that 100 times, but I do care. And I'm not trying to be sympathetic. If you truly don't like me, you don't have to watch my things. I'm not asking you to stick around and watch my videos. You unsubscribe, unfollow me on Twitter, whatever you want to do. That is cool. Like, if you really don't like me, but if you did like me, and you saw me making mistakes, don't look at it as anything more than that. Like I said, the little things that I say on Twitter sometimes when I'm angry, like, you never know what's going on in someone's head or if they're having a bad day. Like, that's why if somebody like replies to me, you know, with a very sarcastic remark or something, I'm not gonna like, what if the dude's having a fucking horrible day? You know, who knows? So I'm not gonna like say, dude, this kid's an asshole for that. Like, dude, it's one instance. I don't understand stuff like that. Now, what I'm really referring to, and I want to be honest with you guys, because I want to tell you guys everything. I don't want to hide anything from you guys and only show you guys my, you know, good sides. I really want to tell you guys when I fuck up too, because I want you guys to know that I'm no different than you guys. You know, I fuck up too. I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. So the other day, somebody tweeted at me. Honestly, like, I'm so stupid for this, but somebody, you know, tweeted at me. I was mad originally because of the FaZe comments, because the FaZe comment boards, it's pretty bad. Mine aren't that bad. And I mean, there's the occasional people, but I just block them, ban them, whatever. But usually my comments are pretty good. People are really nice. People, you know, leave feedback. People are just really cool. Now, the FaZe comments, they're just brutal. And I was reading some of them, and it pissed me off for some reason. I don't know why, but it just pissed me off. And I tweeted saying, you know, I'm disabling the FaZe comments or whatever. And I don't really think I should have done that anyways, because I know people love commenting on FaZe, so I don't really think I should be doing that anyways. And some guy replied to me, you know, just basically kind of like talking shit, but that's the thing, I don't know how serious he was, and I was in a bad mood. Normally, I probably either wouldn't have replied to it, or I would have, you know, replied with like a joke or something like that, but I was really in a bad mood because I had some really bad family stuff going on, and I'm not making that up, it actually is. So that on top of it just made me more mad, and, you know, Exodus can be my, like, was it reference? Whatever, you know, my, somebody to prove it, because I actually, I'm not just making that up, and I replied with a pretty douchey remark in terms of like money, because whenever people like talk shit about me or what I do and everything, I don't know why, but I feel like I need to defend myself. And instead of replying with, you know, at least I'm enjoying what I'm doing or something like that, which, you know, that's perfectly understandable, perfectly normal, not douchey at all. Like, if somebody says, oh, you fucking make videos for a living, like, dude, I enjoy it, who gives a fuck? Like, that could have been a good response from me, but, you know, I replied with something that I shouldn't have, and it was about money. And that's something I don't like bringing up, because money, I'm literally the least caring person when it comes to money. I've never been like a huge person with money, because if I was like a greedy motherfucker, you know, I wouldn't have retired my mom. I wouldn't have done any of that shit. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not a greedy person. Like, anybody I've ever been with, I'm always generous. Always. All the time. Ask any single person that's ever been with me, like, person, or anybody I've ever known. I'm pretty much one of the I don't want to say one of the most, but I am extremely generous with my money. Extremely. I'm not full of myself because of money. I don't think it makes you a better person, and I really do believe that. And I'm not just saying this so you guys know that. I'm just being real with you guys. So that's why I hated how I said that. Like, I was mad at myself for the next 24 hours for saying that. Like, again, Exodus was going to call with me the whole day the next day too. And I was just mad at them. I'm like, dude, why are you mad over that? Like, who cares? Get over it. I'm like, I don't know. I don't like, it was just so douchey on my, I don't want to come off as the type of person that, you know, takes this for granted and takes it for money and stuff like that. I mean, because obviously, as you guys know, like, this is my, like, job, basically. Like, I'm not going to deny that and say, oh, I don't make money off this. I do. Obviously, I do. And I'm not doing anything, like, you know, bad with it. I'm not trying to, you know, like, I hate when people call me a money whore and stuff like that, because I'm, like, the furthest thing from that. But, like, I don't know, sometimes I put myself in the bad light, and stuff like that really annoys me. So what I'm trying to say here is that if you don't like me for me being me, that's fine. I mean, I don't expect everybody to like me. It's impossible. But if you don't like me because you saw something like that on Twitter and you think I'm full of myself or something like that, you know, those are the people I really don't, like, I really want to change. What the fuck was that? But I just don't want people to look at me negatively because I did something wrong. So like I'm letting you guys know, I make mistakes, and, you know, I'm human. You guys are human. So, I don't know. I just don't like being looked at negatively because of stuff like that. So, you know, bottom line is, just thank you guys for everything, and I really do mean that. I'm not trying to be a scumbag. I want you guys to feel, like, I want you guys to relate to me, you know what I mean? I don't want you guys to feel like I'm above you guys, or I think I'm above you guys, because I'm not. You know, that's the reality of it. And I want you guys to know when I fuck up. When I do something wrong, I want you guys to know, because I want you guys to realize that, you know, people make mistakes, and that's just the reality of it. So, you know, sometimes I fuck up. Sorry. I mean, there's nothing else I can do. That's all I can really say is sorry, and, you know, work on not doing it again. So thank you guys for watching. It's been going on in chat. I hope you guys kind of more understand and try to be understanding about it. Because, you know, like I said, human. But I want you guys to keep it real. Seriously, keep it real. Be real as fuck. Don't change for everybody. You're the best. Love you guys. Drop a like. Albert Einstein.